Hello there. Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to do another haul video. This is everything I've picked up in the last 2 weeks, pretty much since the last time I did a haul video. In front of us here, we've got some LS3D printed figures, and that's going to play into what we look at first. But before we do that, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button, because we're going to dive into all kinds of Halo Mega stuff here. As I said, in front of us here, we've got 3 figures that are LS3D printed figures. For the most part, they're fully LS3D, with the exception of some of the joints. So like the elbow and the shoulder joint, that's going to be an official Mega product. And then other than that, the T-joint and the thighs might be official Mega. I don't remember off the top of my head for which ones I did, because LS3D does offer some of those products now. So some of those are LS3D parts and some of them are official Mega parts. But we'll do a video later on going over all of the painted up figures I've done. But in today's haul, we're going to talk about the unpainted ones I got.
Hey guys, and real quick, I do want to apologize. I didn't catch this when I was filming it. I caught it now when I'm editing it. The auto adjustment feature for my camera's lighting settings reset, so it was auto adjusting for like all the segments of the video. I do apologize for that, so that's why it's kind of like fluctuating between kind of this yellowish tint to the white tint. I do apologize for that. I did not catch it, otherwise I would have refilmed everything, but this far of the video, I'm just going to keep it and roll with it. All the LS3D orders I've got in the past have come in this nice presentation case. It's got his logo laser engraved on the foam, on the lid, and on the inside of the box. This video is not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by LS3D Printing. This is all stuff I purchased with my own money. I did contact him about doing a YouTube video, and he gave me the go-ahead. Disclaimer out of the way, if you're not familiar with LS3D's work, which I'm kind of surprised if you're at this point in the Mega community and not, I would highly encourage you to check out his stuff on his website, which I'll have linked down below. LS3D does custom 3D printed parts that are compatible with Spartans, as well as he also does parts for Elites, and he does stuff for non-Halo related themes as well. Bringing in an official Mega figure on the left and the LS3D one on the right, you can tell the LS3D figure is taller by a significant amount. That is due to the legs that the LS3D figures use. If you decide to pick up the LS3D legs that he offers on his website, they make the Spartans taller and more lore accurate. Comparing him to a Marine here, you can kind of tell that they're more in line with the height that they're supposed to be in lore. Because Spartans are supposed to be like 6'5" to 6'10", somewhere in that height range, versus, your average Marine's only about 5'6" to 6'1", somewhere in there. The Spartans should always tower over them. So it's a really great product that he offers. Highly encourage you to check him out.
So both of these did end up coming from the same seller. I'll try to drop a link down below. These did come from China, just be aware of that. I did order this specifically for this figure here. It just so happened the seller also had this figure for like $4, so I figured why not. But I specifically ordered it for the red scout helmet. I do own this figure already, but it did not come with all of the interchangeable armor bits. It only came with the EVA and JFO helmets, which are these two here. It had both of the chest plates, and then the figure came with the commando shoulders. It did not come with the scout helmet or the other two shoulders, so I needed those for the collection, so that's why I ordered this figure. This guy is available pretty commonly from China for like $5. So I just went ahead and grabbed one, because it's no need to buy a whole pack, because I already own everything else. And then as for the cat here, you'll notice there's some weird things going on. This is the official Halo Heroes cat body, but it has the old articulation dark blue helmet for some reason. And the seller has a ton of them that come like that. Don't know, but that's how it is. She also has the gold grenade launcher, which I think came with the Grenadier Spartan, if I remember right, which is good to get, because I actually have the Grenadier that I got also used, and I think that was from the same seller that I bought the red JFO from. Didn't have the gold grenade launcher, so that's good to get, although it's got, I don't know what that is, there's like a little bit of white stuff right there on the end. I didn't notice that until just now. But yeah, so there is a cat and a red Scout Spartan. And then real quick, when it comes to cat, this was the first one I ordered. Because about 3 days after I bought that first lot, this lot came available from Canada for a Halo Heroes cat without her helmet, unfortunately, or Magnum. But Halo Heroes cat with the unmasked head. And then it also came with a astronaut from the Mars rover, which I did pick up in a previous haul. However, he does not have the correct helmet. And he came with this orange banished helmet for some reason. I actually have an orange banished brute I can give this to. It's not the right one, but it'll work. But yeah, there is a Mars astronaut. And the nice thing about the astronauts is they use the same heads as the Marines. However, they have hair printed on, which the Halo Marines don't have. So there's side by side. But yeah, that good figure. I do, like I said, already have the Mars rover. I'll probably end up putting this guy in the cockpit as the driver once I get it built, since I don't have a helmet for him. And then the other figures will just kind of be outside. But yeah, there's that. And like I said, this was the second cat that I bought. Because for those of you that watched the Containment Outpost video, you know that I also picked this setup. This was the third cat that I ordered in the span of like 7 days. I ordered 3 cats. And this is the only one that actually has their helmet. So I've got the unmasked head, which I can do some pop and swaps with, so that's great. And then obviously picked up the Brute Chopper Raid. This is a sealed set that we'll be looking at soon in the near future. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe down below. This was a Halo 5 set. Brute Chopper Raid. Comes with cat and a brute. We'll just spin it over to the back side here. Like I said, we're going to do a full video on this later on, but just as a little bit of a teaser trailer for it, here is the back of the box. And obviously, we got cat, we got a brute. Those are some of the other sets that were available at the time. I don't currently own any of those. And I think most of those are kind of expensive now, but we'll see what we can do. Speaking of things you probably have already seen if you've been watching the channel, but if you haven't already, I'll pin a comment down below with the link to the video. These are the prototype figures that I picked up from K111 on eBay. If you're unfamiliar with him, he is a Chinese reseller that seems to, for the most part, I don't actually know this for sure, but he seems to be able to get a hold of the quote-unquote factory reject mega figures, and he sells them in bulk quantities, and they do not appear in any way to be bootlegs. They, for whatever reason, are full official figures. I've gotten a hold of dozens of them at this point. I've made a video in the past on the Marines that he had for sale that he's unfortunately sold out of. May or may not be because I bought all of them. But going back to K111, he occasionally does get prototype figures such as these. Not the Jackal Arbiter Honor Guard. That was just something that gets thrown in because he always throws in something with the order. Sometimes it's a complete figure that's an official figure, and then sometimes it's a abomination like this. With this order, as you can tell, there's 5 prototype weapons, there's several prototype armor pieces, there's also some unpainted parts that could be prototype, but they're also just the unpainted version of some of the unique Halo parts. So like this Zvezda here has an unprinted chest, unprinted helmet, and if you want to watch more, go ahead and click on the link down below to that video. From there, I picked up this guy off of eBay. This is the Active Camo Emil. I got a really good deal on him because he did not come with his shotgun. He also did not come with his stand because he's supposed to come with his shotgun and I believe a stand that's also in this translucent brown color. But he did not have either of those, and I was able to get a decent price for him. The big thing with this guy is the groin piece is intact. There's no cracking and it is still there. That is the most common thing you'll see with this figure. This figure especially, that piece will break. And there are a ton of them listed on eBay for like 40 bucks, not even having that, and people are still buying them at 40 bucks. I got a phenomenal deal. This guy, without his weapon, without his stand, $14 shipped. Yeah. So I went ahead and picked him up. I'm going to try and track down a shotgun for him, but unfortunately I don't have one at this time. And one other figure I picked up for a really good price because he was missing all of his accessories. Here is Graves from Fireteam Raven. He did not come with his stand, did not come with his weapon, but that's fine. I can fudge something together. I don't have Hudson or Lang yet, but I do have Graves now, and then I have a ton of Ramoses because those were available for me to pick up when I was... So the first time I got back into Mega was right around the time Series 15 came out, which is where Ramos came from. I snatched up pretty much every Ramos I saw, especially if they were on sale, and I ended up with about 15 of them. Most of them were committed to customs, but I do have a couple of them that I'm hanging on to for now. But got Graves to join Fireteam Raven. These guys are going to be some donor parts for some of the LS3D figures we saw earlier in the video. But Halo Heroes Series 18, if you're unaware, they're starting to hit clearance, And then Fred Meyer's is doing a 70% off on select clearance items, including Halo Hero Series 18. So you can find these guys for $1.04, depending on where you live. So pick those up for parts. Consano, I think most of that will be committed to female Spartans. And then as for Atriox, I'm pretty sure I can use his shoulders and elbows for the LS3D figures, and that's really the only parts that I needed to transplant onto those bodies. So that works out. I picked up, I think, 12 Consanos and a bunch of Atrioxes. I'll throw a video from the last time I bought a bunch of them because I did take a video of that. And speaking of Fred Meyer clearance, I've picked up, I don't know, like 10, something like that, Hornets in the last 2 weeks because they were on clearance for like 19 bucks. I don't know if they were on that 70% off special yet or not, but yeah. And honestly, I can keep going. I have 19 sealed copies of the Hornet right now.
Real quick, you guys, I accidentally deleted this part of the video where I picked up 5 of these, also in that Fred Meyer clearance sale for $7 a pop. So I picked up 5 of these, and I kind of used them for mock building. I already opened most of them anyways, and I've already pulled most of the pieces out to start using for building. But I did pick up 5 of these Ferris wheel sets. I don't really care for Pokemon, to be honest with you, but I did get them for mock building, and here's a mock.
Using the pieces from the Ferris wheel fun, I was able to create this kind of building facade that's going to go into my new Mombasa city that I'm working on. I posted a short the other day that was pretty well received. So if you guys are interested in me doing a full breakdown on the buildings I built for New Mombasa, go ahead and comment that down below. Those comments are what help me know what videos you guys are interested in. And the final thing to talk about in the whole video today is this Assassin's Creed Fortress Attack set. I managed to pick this guy up, $35, sealed and shipped. So I got it mainly for the build, not necessarily for the figures or the Assassin's Creed part of it. Mainly just for the build, but we'll see. I did play some Assassin's Creed, but the last Assassin's Creed I actually played was Assassin's Creed 3, if that tells you anything. And all the Assassin's Creed games I played have been on the Xbox 360. I bet you guys thought the video was over. I did too. That's why I already filmed the outro. Anyways, so this Halo Wars USC Spartan 2, I had this sitting kind of in that stack of sealed sets that I was going to talk about. This was sitting underneath the Assassin's Creed one. Did the Assassin's Creed part of the video, put the Assassin's Creed set back on top of this guy, and then forgot about him. Filmed everything else for the video, kind of walked away, started editing it, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I got that. So that's why this part was filmed a little bit later in the day, which you probably can't even tell. I don't know why I'm even mentioning that, but just be aware. He does exist, and we'll do a video on him later on. I was kind of very intrigued by Simon's videos with kind of the buildable figures and the magnetics figures that Simon's kind of picked up over on the domain. If you guys are interested in his videos, I'd highly recommend you check them out. But pick this guy up. First deal with the magnetics. I've never owned any of them. Never got any back in the day. I want to say I had the buildable Master Chief, but that was not the magnetics line. That was a different line that Mega was doing. I'm pretty positive I had that one, but I never got any of the magnetic figures. So this will be a first-time experience for me, just like it is for you guys. And this is a sealed copy of the set. And then real quick, we'll go ahead and open a blind bag for you guys. And what do we got? We got a grunt. That's a good one to get. And there goes that. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and do me a favor. Go down into the comment section, drop a comment of what you think the best figure or best set in this haul was. Hit the like button on your way back up, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. If you guys are interested in us making some lore for our Jackal Arbor Honor Guard in an alternate timeline, let me know. I'll try to come up with something for the next video. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your day. Today's Monday now, I think. I don't know. Days kind of are blurring together right now. But it is Monday. Go ahead. Have a great rest of your Monday. Don't let the Monday blues get you down. And the Jackal Arbor Honor Guard is signing out.